My name is Begoña Altuna, and I come from the University of the Basque country. And I am going to present you how we are building the CLARIAH-EUS node for Basque language. So some of you will say, okay, another CLARIAH node. There's many CLARIAH nodes around in Europe. No, not a big deal. The difference is that we are based in language. So on Basque language, Euskara. It is a language which is spoken in the Gulf of Biscay area. It is a language isolate, nothing to do with the Spanish and French, which are like two really big languages that surround the Basque-speaking region. It's got about 1 million speakers and different social statuses. So it can be official in some areas and not so official in others. It's always been like a case of a study for many scholars. Well, there's a huge diaspora. It has been also studied for the revitalization process. It has also been used for comparative linguistics and so on. And, well, it has a lively scholar community, but it's under-resourced according to some criteria, not to other. But, and the second feature is that this CLARIAH-EUS node, so this CLARIAH node, is cross-border. Normally in Clarín and DARIAH, the nodes, let's say, they are like national nodes. So in this case, our plan is to create a transnational or cross-border node, and it's open to everyone who's interested in Basque and doing digital humanities for Basque heritage or Basque language or in Basque. And we also need to place this in the Nouvelle Aquitaine, Euskadi, Navarre, Euro region, which is depicted in the small picture. This is to show that we are not starting from scratch. There's already like some cross-border infrastructure. In the big picture, you have the research groups or institutions that have already joined the network. The logos are small. You will see them a bit bigger later. So just for you to know that we have still failed to engage anyone from Navarre, which is that big province in the south, but we have groups from both sides of the national Spanish and French border. So the principles are, they are really related to the let's say the situation of the Basque language. So apart from the fair principles that are like common to all the Clarín and DARIAH nodes, that is like the resources and the tools need to be findable, accessible, interoperable, and reusable. We are also focusing on the work with the minority language, and hence we are committing to do like really significant research for the community. We are looking for digital language equality, because now if a language is not online, it's dead. And we are also trying to promote multidisciplinarity as the basis of our network. So, as I said, we are not building from scratch. There's many institutions and many other realities that already can help us build in CLARIAH-EUS. But centering on the digital humanities, we have the CLARIAH-EUS network that will start working from next January, and then Clarín and DARIAH in France that have been around for the last 6 years at least. So CLARIAH-EUS will be part of the CLARIAH-EUS national node, just because administrative issues. So the Spanish government will be paying for the DARIAH and the CLARIAH fees, national fees, but and we will have like institutional support, but we have been awarded like, let's say, executive freedom. So we are not subject to the main lines or core interest of CLARIAH-EUS. It seems that we will be able to develop our own plan, which I will show you later. So, and apart from this, well, we have like well-established research groups, and Isha, my research group and one of the promoters of CLARIAH-EUS, is also a CLARIAH case center. So we are not completely new to these European infrastructures. So everything started like from a meeting. I mean, we were waiting for the Spanish government to decide on CLARIAH-EUS, so for the Spanish CLARIAH and DARIAH, but we weren't having an answer. It's been like a 6-year long process until the Spanish government has provided like some like roadmap for CLARIAH. So we said, okay, we are doing ours. I mean, we will start and we will see where we get the money, but we are starting, with or without you. So we organized the first workshop, which was the seed for the CLARIAH-EUS network, and we met like 34 researchers from 9 institutions and 20 different research groups met. You don't see the 34 there because some of us were online, and we managed to join together, to meet together people from, let's say, all the areas of humanities and social sciences. So, most of them were linguists and coming from computational linguistics, like more traditional linguistics and translation, but we also brought people from dialectology, like more pure philology, education, law, history. So the most interesting thing is that we had this discussion of what do we need, what do we have, what can we offer. Also 14 works were presented, so at least we have a base of 14 potential resources that will go to the network, to the infrastructure. And we wrote a manifesto, and it has already been signed by 131 researchers, which is quite a lot, taking into account that, for example, the Spanish manifesto has been signed by about 600 people, and Spain is a 50 million people country. So these are the ideas that came up from the workshop. So people were like really concerned about asking for help. So they needed counseling, like how to get how to compel with the licensing stuff. Like I have data, but how I will be distributing it? Can everyone just download it with a click and so on? They were also concerned about creating a community, so trying to, it was like multidisciplinarity and collaboration were like the main ideas there. And then the researchers were asking for formation, for courses, how to use the resources, how to be operative in the infrastructures. And they were also asking for digital competences. I do come from the natural language processing field, so working with computers is my daily routine, but some people in the humanities area don't. So they were really eager to contribute, but they were asking for help. We centered in language just because most of us came from language, and most of us, and all the people who took part basically are working on texts. So there was this interest on focusing on the different types of languages. Basque has a standard variety, but has a lot of dialects also. And then they were saying, okay, we need resources, and the ones for corpora are the most relevant. Like, there was a huge interest on visualizing data and on developing tools for annotating data, which for me was pretty crazy because there's many corpus annotation tools around, but it seems that people still needed more. And then the speech part, the speech recognition and segmentation part was also like another key resource that was asked, and this was mostly by the people from education, from dialectology, and so on. So the network at the moment is like this. So it's the Basque Center for Language Technologies is leading the network, and then ISA, which is part of its without lab, is like promoting it also, and it's also a CLARIAH center, as I mentioned. Then we have like philology, sociolinguistics, digital humanities, like scientific language and lexicography, and even neurolinguistics around, and dialectology. So you see, we all come from the linguistic part somehow. And in the balloons, you can see the University of the Basque Country and the Basque government who are supporting it economically. So at the moment, we already have two full-time employees dealing with all the organization and everything. So our plan is to offer services and resources. So resources can be corpora, catalogs, translation memories, and so on. And in the services, on one hand, we will be offering tools for which we will be building them from scratch, where there's nothing in the infrastructures that can be suitable for us. And we will also be adapting software for the special needs. And we will also provide like assistance and counseling for anyone to deploy both tools and other resources. So this is an inspiring example. I will be quick. You may have heard of this hand written in Proto-Basque. It's 2,100 years old. It was like somehow shown to the public just last week. It is written in Iberian script, but it has some special letters or symbols that seem to that don't happen in Iberian, but seem that code some Basque sounds. So people were surprised because the first word, sorioneku, sounds the same as sorioneko in modern Basque. So and as it was like probably pinned in the door or on the door of the house, and it's like a helping hand, it seems that this hand could be bringing good luck to the inhabitants of the house. So it is inspiring because this started as like the archaeological research started like in a really collaborative way, somehow a material way, but then it has requested the help of paleographists, philologists, and so on. So it's been complete multidisciplinary research on the humanities. So we are aiming to do the same, but in the digital world. So so as I said, we are focusing on things that don't exist yet in the infrastructures. And we are also starting from the things we know. So we are doing basic resources for language processing, NLP, and then law, education, history, and language and linguistics. And then we will open to cinema, arts, music, and this kind of stuff once people will be joining. This is the plan for the next 5 years. We have let's say a feature project. Yeah. So we're starting from text processing, then universities, journalism, literature, libraries, and history. We will start from the text processing pipeline and the speech processing pipeline and the OCR, so those are the basics for text. And then we will be developing different, like more focused resources and tools. And then after these 5 years, we hope to continue, so there will become more. Once we are done, please, if you have any ideas or any suggestions, come and talk to me, because I will bring all this information, and thank you very much.